And welcome back to Rabbids Go Home. We are in the home stretch. We have less than 3,000 feet left to get to the moon.
We're almost there, boys.
And as you can see, we could just, if we wanted to, we could skip all these levels and go straight to the next area. But this may not be a completionist LP, but I do intend to show every level.
And I appreciate that, especially when it's the river rafting levels.
Yeah, there aren't that many. I think this is the only one, the only other one aside from the first one.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, again, it's like the hard mode version of the previous level. They tend to do that a lot. Although this one at least has a couple of wrinkles in that the gameplay variety gets to a point where, you know, you actually have to pay attention and not just go through it as if you were just playing a harder version of the first level. Like this part coming up, I think right about here.
Ooh.
It's this section. You will die if you use the super jump. So you gotta keep keep your hand steady on the Wii remote and don't shake it when you instinctively want to.
I don't know why this reminds me of the old arcade game Tubin, but well, probably because you're on a tube. But
this is the action park version of whitewater rafting. The
Action Park was the Action Park version of whitewater rafting. Come on now.
Yeah, they had a lot of mainly aquatic stuff at Action Park, from what I understand. And then for some reason you get this atmospheric section where there's no music. I'm not sure why they did it in this level.
Yeah, that's a weird choice.
I can't remember if I mentioned this already, but one thing for making the controls a bit easier during the tube sections is that gravity will take you naturally, so you don't need to press forward on the analog stick. You just need to move left and right. Means that you can do some tighter turns that way.
So forgiving, but not really.
Well, it can be very strict, although I did notice about 30, 40 seconds ago that our tube clipped through the hitbox of one of the cacti, so maybe it's more forgiving than I thought.
You know what this actually reminds me of? Like, not just tubing, but the pachinko level in Mario Sunshine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, kind of. More than anything, it's got more of a roller coaster feel to it. Which, I mean, the whole game is very chaotic, so yeah, it fits.
I think chaotic is an understatement at this point.
Yeah, there is one level, unfortunately, one of the more interesting levels in the game is also the worst. We'll be seeing that in video 13, and it's a shame, because I really like that level conceptually, but it's terrible.
So a good idea right when they were getting fatigued and running out of ideas.
Yeah, the fifth, or not the fifth area, the sixth area, is where they really started to run out of ideas. Well, we got, the rest of the parts of a jet plane. We forgot the wheels, though.
Oh. Yeah, we are...
Yeah, I guess the new plan is they're going to take a commercial airliner to the moon?
I mean, that's how you do it, right? You smuggle the parts out individually and reassemble it in your backyard.
Also, for some reason, this has a very detailed story cutscene at the beginning. It's more or less the only level to do this.
Yes, Mr. Smith, you can handle this, right?
Me? Very well, sir. I'm on it right this instant. Miss Barnes, Jennifer, how about you go?
Me? Yes, well, I...
Come on, Jenny, get a move on. I'm counting on you.
Smith, you go too. Miss Barnes needs the moral support.
Me? Sure. I'm your man. Mr. Director, sir?
At long last, we've reached the Smith and Barnes arc.
Oh, good. I've been looking forward to Smith and Barnes.
sounds either like a bookstore or a legal firm.
I mean, the only way that could have possibly been better is if her last name was Wesson. I don't think that joke would have made it into a PG-13.
And for some reason, they decided that this level was a good place to put all the anti-Semitic stereotypes in. I don't know why this level of all of them. Why is this level different from all other levels? No one who isn't Jewish is going to get that, so...
Cigarette breaks are no longer authorized due to potential oxidation of aircraft waterproof joints.
As if this, the world that this takes place in wasn't hellish enough.
No more smoke breaks.
Yeah, there was also that one NPC, her dialogue got cut off there, but I think she said, "I'm not your sugar daddy." Which, surprisingly, is not the most sexually charged joke in this video.
Hey, guys, I just work here, okay?
Now, you see that button over there? The way that this area is textured, it looks like it's covered in glass. So when I was playing this section for the LP, I got very confused. Because I thought I had to go around somewhere in order to be able to hit the switch. But it turns out I was just an idiot.
So it looks like there's glass over it.
Yeah. It's either a lighting or a texturing problem. Even though it's very clearly signposted there. I don't know. I had tricked myself into thinking that it wasn't activatable from here.
Yeah, it's painted around. What the heck?
My badge!
Oh, God. That's terrifying.
Dogs have no bones in this universe.
That's how my nephew used to play with my cat.
Oh God. when we got my sister a cat, we specifically chose one who was not old, but on the older side, one who was complacent, because she was about 4 or 5 at the time. Didn't really know how to take care of them, take care of a cat or treat a cat. So we wanted to get a cat that would unobjectionably or deal with a lot of abuse without objection.
He loves the cat, but he is deathly allergic to her. So, of course, the first thing that he does when he walks in the house is buries his face in the cat and then tries to figure out why he's sneezing.
Eventually he'll learn.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks since we recorded the last thing, and it is now just hitting me the absurdity of keeping all of your stuff stashed inside a tuba that is being played at the moment.
I mean, it ultimately ends up inside the rabbit, and then they clearly cut him open to get it back.
Yeah. Also, there's some strange things going on with the hitboxes here with the cannonball rabbit. I think it has something to do with the that it doesn't quite work in 3-dimensional space.
Lunch breaks have been reduced.
Yeah, it looks like something to do with the slope.
There must be some sort of collision happening like on the top, like the ceiling there when I was trying to hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, this gameplay is pretty fun, but it's not exactly nuanced. You're not going to be pulling off any just frame attacks or anything like that. Oh yeah, it's my favorite part is the mazes with the elbow pipes. There's one much later in the game that's just I ended up cutting out most of it because it went on forever.
They should have just made a level that was one long elbow pipe.
Yeah. Thankfully, this is a pretty short level. we're already at the XL piece here, and the level ends pretty much after that. However, we set up those two characters from earlier. We need a resolution to their arc.
Uh-oh.
Over there. Go for it, Jennifer. Are you sure? How am I supposed to know? They're improvised, not natural.
I like how the subtitles don't sync up with what they're saying.
I can only guess that the voice actors were allowed to ad-lib a bit, and they didn't fix it. So, I forget whether it's Jennifer or Mr. Smith. Oh yeah, it's Jennifer. They kind of glitched out here. I think Jennifer was this is Mr. Smith. Was supposed to enter the arena, and his script got broken.
Ah.
Thankfully, the scream attack has a bit of an extending hurt box. And that's it for the level. Thankfully, they don't do a retread of the jet engine mini game from before, which was fun the 2 times we did it, but I think a third might be a bit excessive.
It just disappears. It doesn't actually, like, suck down into the toilet. It just disappears.
It must have sucked down in between frames, I guess.
Yeah. Blink and you miss it. No, blink. We told you to blink.
We're a couple of feet off from being able to beat the game completely, actually. Once we get to 23,000 feet, that's it. We can go see the ending. But I do at least want to show off some of the later levels, even though the last couple levels are the worst parts of the game by far.
Now, I do love the secretary, though.
Yes, we're going to be seeing a lot of Sandra in this level. Oh, hi, Santa. I guess there was a Secret Santa earlier today, but you can't exactly be a Secret Santa. Oh, no, wait. What if Joe is the decoy to keep the identity of Santa secret at this Secret Santa?
Oh.
Oh, wait, that's not how Secret Santas work. Never mind.
That was almost brilliant, Joe. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I don't like these enemies at all. Their dizzy state is very short when they're charging it, because it's meant to be a bullfight or a bull kind of enemy, but you're doing that with controls that are intentionally slippery. I think you're meant to rely more on your dash for that.
Seems, yeah.
My bum off! Hey! My name is Joe! I kid you not.
I'm sure these guys will have fun without me.
Welcome to the People Company
Enterprise.
Time is money, and your time is ours.
So every time that they've changed offices here, I can only assume it's because the Rabbids are previously destroying their headquarters. Also, the Rabbit in front here, that's the alternate Geek Squad costume. You can kind of see the logo on his back.
I just love that there's a Geek Squad costume in this.
Multiple Geek Squad costumes. Yeah, this, if you're going for 100%, the Sandra trials in this level, they're terrible. I mean, they're okay, I guess, if you're just trying to get through them like I was, but as I mentioned several times, I do not get 100% for this game. It's not worth it.
Ugh. I mean, if it had achievements, maybe.
Unlimited time zone.
But
Maybe not even then. If there was a platinum for this, they should just award you the platinum for beating the game. And the other one is, then getting 100% stuff is just for bragging rights. It's not tied to any trophy.
I mean, maybe if Ubisoft will listen to us and release Rabbids Go Home 2.
I guess they were trying to do that with the PC version. No. I mean, the PC version is a bitch before. It really streamlined a lot of the bad stuff from the Wii version, but also a lot of what made it unique.
Yeah, that's more like Rabbids Go Home 1/2.
And here's a unique camera for the elevators. We will never see anything like this in the game again, so I thought I'd take a photo to commemorate this unique set piece.
Beautiful. I love how you can send them.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, this is one of the first games with an online photo mode. I think there was like one of the PlayStation 2 Gran Turismos did it first. And speaking of things I talked about earlier, this is the gate puzzle that I mentioned drive me crazy, and it's not even that difficult. I just wasn't paying attention.
There you go.
It's also really strange to see clocks in fiction or other media that are set to 6 o'clock.
Oh, you're a little slow.
Just stuck there forever.
Well, because usually the time that they go to is 10:10, because that's where you can show off the logo a bit better on the clock. Usually that's for watches.
Here I am. You
Huh.
I'm glad to see that Sandra has been promoted to Verminator.
Oh, they're running out of other Verminators.
I hope there's a boss fight later where she gets to use her scooter.
That alone would be worth the price of admission.
That's something they need to do for Rabbids Go Home 2. We need boss fights with Sandra. Yeah, you can easily make it for the Switch. With an alternative control scheme for handheld mode, so you can't where you can't use the Joy-Cons properly.
And that's every Switch game at this point. Damn you, Drift. She's gonna...
I don't know. This seems pretty feasible. I mean, you get
Sure, yeah.
you get strength at usual times.
I'm not even waxed.
Yeah, that's the joke I was mentioning earlier.
Oh.
That's right up there with the bulimia joke.
Oh, my lord.
Remember that, the bulimic shoppers? I know it's been a while since we recorded these, but
There's a surprising amount of adult humor in this. That's all I'm going to say.
well, it's surprising that they were able to get away with an E10 plus rating, because the Rabbids have had sexually suggestive humor before, but a lot of that has been of the slapstick variety, acting out sexually suggestive things rather than doing it in dialogue. All right, let's get this somewhere safe.
But
Yeah, the big plot twist at the end here is that what really sends the Rabbids to the moon is all the pressure from the sewer system. They're clogging up all this stuff. Eventually, that water pressure is going to explode. It's going to be so bad that it sends them to the moon with their momentum.
oh boy.
Somebody, please flush that toilet.
There we go.
Oh, right. These are the loading screens that I kept editing out. I must have forgotten to do it for this one.
A polite reminder that they exist.
Those loading screens get significantly less charming when you have to see them repeatedly. And this is the mini game at the end here. It's pretty simple. Simon Says stuff. I forgot the loading screen here too. God damn it. I said the only variety is when at the end of levels where they have unique unique FMVs for the different types of XL stuff.
It looks like a ride at Universal Studios, and that's all I'm going to say.
So this is a very basic Simon Says with the brass band.
Is it really only 2 buttons?
Well, it's 3.
Ah.
Yeah, pretty much the only novelty is that it involves the brass band. And there we go. That is the penultimate area of the game completed. And this is where the quality really starts to nosedive after this. It's yeah. Thankfully, we're almost done. There are 2 videos left, and then we can move on to our next project. But I mean, even the fact that, you know, I still think that the level of zaniness, imagination, creativity, even towards the back half of the game where it starts to fall apart, I think it's still commendable that they went this long before running out of ideas.
So this is where the wheels start to come off the shopping cart, huh?
Yeah. Excellent metaphor.
This gateway has everything you're looking for.
And Geek Squad can personalize it for you.
Now buy a select notebook or desktop with Windows Vista and save $150 instantly. It's time to love your PC. Come find your match at Best Buy.